Okay.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
To my right here sits the great songwriter, singer,
Writer, song singer,
songwriter,
song singer,
song singer, writer,
singer of writings and writer of songs,
and also the future Diane.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to. Sorry, we're not allowed to talk about the great Mendel Makel, artist and great scholar of Jewish happiness.
Scholarly Jewish. And this is Bunim.
Yeah, it's perfect. Anyway,
see, the whole thing's included in the
I know, yeah, that's perfect. It's like Lechem Lamar kind of thing,
by me, they can't remember who I was from the beginning to the end. They don't remember already what the they don't remember what the name is already.
The funniest thing is that it's been about 2.5 weeks since my last podcast with you.
Yeah.
And what were we talking about in the last podcast?
We're talking about patience.
Patience.
Right. and then
I've been trying to do another podcast since then.
And then we were
like
tested
again and again, and I'm like, 2.5 weeks.
Then we were tested to see if we're gonna have the patience. Yeah.
And even when we're finally about to record it, we got it with another patient test.
Yeah, more.
We're not gonna get into that right now.
Right.
Anyway.
We basically had to start in another 2 time zones later.
Yeah.
Same time, just 2 different time zones.
Exactly.
Anyway, so what are we talking about? We're talking about patience. We're talking about the Munah. We're talking about the land of the land of Eretz Yisrael, and we started connecting them all. Right. So let's do a summary of what we were talking about already.
I just came back from a trip to Queens.
Yeah, me too. It's not funny.
The oil of the Lubavitcher Rebbe.
Yeah.
We had a very, very, very spiritual Shabbos. I personally got filled up. I got filled up for like a month, for the next month, maybe a year. Who knows? We'll see. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah, I forgot I have to share this on the other channel. Yeah, keep going.
But you just distracted me.
Going to the oil of the Lubavitcher
Rebbe, and I think I described it in my head. It got described really well. It was the Shabbos was peacefully energetic.
Yeah.
It was simultaneously peacefully tremendous, peacefully, and highly energetic at the same time. Sometimes, until you experience such a thing, it's very hard to even English is a tough language. Exactly. Copper ended.
Yeah.
Like copper end.
Copper, like an end is made out of copper.
No, like to לחוות שזה קיים.
Comprehend.
Thank you. Comprehending.
I'm still thinking about the copper from the plumbing pipes.
Yeah, I had a stupid joke. We did some plumbing connecting, and I asked Mendel, you know why a Jew should always save copper? He said so he could make a penny. Like, perfect Jew answer. I'm like, no, for Yom Kippur. Al chet shechatan lefonecha.
Copper
Ve'al kulam slach lanu b'chalanu copper.
So that's your fault. Now you stuck the copper in my head. Anyway, and now it's the comprehend. I'm thinking copper.
So until you experience such an experience of calm, peaceful, and highly energetic at the same time, you can't even comprehend this kind of thing exists.
Yeah.
So it exists. And which
is very nice that was
bring
experienced
stuff
too.
like this to experience.
Yeah, it's very nice that was the experience, because that's like a description of the Farbrengens that were by the Lubavitcher Rebbe. It was insanely energetic, but it was also
very
contained. It wasn't calm and measured and not
so how could we experience such a thing?
It was a kind of excitement, didn't get anybody nervous.
How could a person experience such a thing?
Meaning, at first glance, you would think they're opposites.
Yeah, it's like when you're present when you're coming to a place, as you mentioned, even when you go to a Rebbe,
Yeah.
you drop everything else. You don't think about the worries. You don't think about
Nothing,
the questions.
yeah.
You come here and you commit to, well, now I'm here.
Yeah. You're all in.
You're all in.
Right.
And when you come as a group to any kind of a trip as a group, and you're like, you know what, we sleep together in a house,
Right.
lunch together in the house, daven, fabring.
It's not about any one individual of us. If it's about us as
So
a
automatically,
whole.
when you are in the mission of everybody being a part,
Right.
so when you are able, so in general, anything in your life, when you are mission, I'll jump back in a second to where I was going initially. But what's the great success of shluchim? Why is the whole shluchus thing is so successful? Yes, the Rebbe established it, and there's the brachas of the Rebbe. But everything connects
right.
back to Emunah, right?
Yeah.
The Rebbe takes a person that is, at best a mediocre.
He's a guy. He's
At best a mediocre. You put him in a business,
Right.
it won't be able to open a pizza shop. In the
Right.
busiest street in
Yeah.
Manhattan, there is no other pizza shops, and you will fail it.
Right.
On the other hand, you take him, he builds moistis, billions of dollars of buildings. How do you explain it? When you put a person on a mission, he doesn't have time to do other stuff, but it needs to be a mission, like it's very hard to do stuff. But when you are mission,
Right. The difference is in a pizza shop, it's a nice thing. He's trying to make his life better, and it's
but there's no mission there.
In this, it's like
not about you, it's a mission.
it's like it must succeed. No matter what the cost, it has to succeed.
No. It
Yeah.
can fail. Even shluchim, you could see it's failed.
Okay, it could, but
Why?
but usually, but usually, even
so
when
we have- so
usually
one second,
even
one
when
second,
it should,
one
it
second, one
doesn't.
second. So there is two things. There is the mission, and there is the belief, emunah.
Right. But I'm
And
saying
it's not,
in the mind,
it's
it
not
can't fail.
your emunah in the Rebbe. Is the Rebbe emunah in you?
Yeah. Yeah, both.
The Rebbe put you in a position
Of,
and
of responsibility.
of
yeah.
responsibility, and your experience, trust. Somebody believes in me and trusts me to
Yeah.
fulfill what I'm doing.
So now I live up to that trust.
So now you keep going with
But
it.
it means it was inside
The
of me
same-
somewhere in the beginning.
The what?
It was inside of me somewhere in the beginning.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but it
Not
wasn't.
necessarily.
Well, you
Not
have to
necessarily.
have, you have to
You-
have it. You're not getting anything. You're not, as a human, you're not anything more than you were. But this thing was so deep hidden
Not
that it
necess-
wasn't even a potential. And now with this trust,
Okay,
you
so there is-
become connected to what your actual potential
There
is.
is,
That's-
Rabbi Nachman
yeah,
tells us
so
the
maybe-
story of the Simpleton
Yeah,
and the Oy Bechuchem.
yeah,
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
Yiddish translation, in Hebrew they say Maaseh michacham v'tam. In English, it's from a simpleton and a smart guy.
right.
But in
but
Yiddish-
Ubechach means like someone who outsmarts himself.
smart
like,
ass.
Yeah, like he outsmarts himself.
Outside.
Yeah.
And the Tam was so in a way dumb, he couldn't do anything until the king called him because he was so honest, and called him and gave him position.
Right.
And the trust in the position brought out of him greatness. But at some point, when he was young, the simpleton told the smart the Oy Bechuchem, I could come on what you have, but you will never be able
Right.
to get what I have.
Right.
Like I will be able to get wisdom,
Right. But
but
you can never get
can
simplicity.
never be able to get
Yeah,
simplicity.
you won't be able to get. Yeah.
So you could be the most simple person, but when you get trust embedded in you, you will do anything. And this is true to our entire Jewish ancestry, except one exception. And this one exception is the guy that gives us hope. David
Yeah.
HaMelech.
Yeah.
He wrote Tehillim.
It was one of the seven.
He's the
he
only
was one of
guy
the seven.
that nobody believed in him, ever.
Yeah. Right. Right. Because his own father, his brothers, they laughed him out the door.
He didn't believe in himself.
Right. He didn't believe.
And
it.
he still
Right. He told
prevailed.
them. What are you talking about? Right.
And he is the guy who gave us Tehillim. That is the Shar of all,
Yeah,
the
of all
only
the
the
emunah.
way of getting tshuva.
Yeah.
Why am I saying all of that? I already jumped.
Because we have to say
much.
Tehillim.
No, but we already jumped. I already jumped like three concepts ahead. The bottom line is that when you come into a place, now I remembered, and you are present.
Yeah.
That's it. If you are present, you're coming into a Fabringen, you're present. Everything else doesn't matter anymore because you're so much in the moment. And when you're in the moment, you can become peacefully energetic.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
what's the opposite
because-
of
because
peacefully
there's-
energetic?
Because you know why usually people aren't energetic. First of all, a lot of times,
Because
first of all,
they're out of
either
the
they're
moment.
fighting something so they're energetic, but also the things that when they're not in a how you say, like baruig,
They're not
in a
calm.
calm state, the first of all the mind becomes jumpy, but at the same time it's exhausting.
Right. But
So you're
what's the
chaotic and
opposite-
not
What's the opposite of calm, peacefully energetic?
Is chaotically energetic.
No, chaotically shut down.
Also, yeah.
Right? What's the opposite of?
Well, usually it leads to shutdown. In fact, the
So-
the energy that you see is because he's fighting against the. It's not real energy. It's like fighting against the weight. But it's heavy and it's chaotic.
You know, a person could be angry at stuff and lay in bed and shut down about his anger.
Yeah.
And a person could be the same angry and go and do dishes. He's gonna be so angry the dishes is gonna be getting done so fast, and by the time he's done doing his dishes, he's gonna be out of his anger.
Yeah. So what's the moral of the story? Do dishes.
No, the moral of the story is if you are out of balance with your own self, don't get into bed. Go do something.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna go into bed, you're just gonna get
Now
deeper
you're-
and deeper and deeper
yeah.
into.
Not just that. The worst
the
thing.
anger
The
is
worst
gonna
thing
slow
is,
down, and the anger is
no,
gonna
that
slow
it's
down in
gonna-
your head.
It's going to go into your
and it's gonna go
subconscious at that
deeper.
point. Yeah, it's going to become
And
part
if
of
you
your
go and do
subconscious.
something, you're gonna go on a run. You're gonna go this.
Right.
It's gonna accelerate the
You
thought
know what-
so
you know what
fast
happens
until
when
it's
you go
gonna
to
get.
sleep?
You're gonna accelerate it so fast out of you.
You know what happens when you go to sleep? When you go to sleep, all of your conscious thoughts that you left at the end of the day, they now absorb into your subconscious, and now you can't even fight the thought anymore. When you're
By the
awake,
way-
still you can fight the thought.
By the way,
By the way, it's a
Mendel.
muscle for life.
One second.
It's
By
a
the way,
muscle for life. You know
Mendel,
this.
it's a good time to practice being present. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's
What's the muscle for life?
right. It's a muscle for life. The muscle for life is the same thing. Is when you're down here doing right. It says Yom, right? You know Yom v'Layla. My Yom. Yom is here.
Right.
Laila is
Laila,
time
Mabel,
to
right?
yeah. So when you're down here, right? Hayom lasaise, you can still change it. Once this day is done, meaning this life is done, you go into the sleep, right? You can't change it in the sleep anymore. In the sleep, all you're doing is absorbing what was during the day. The same thing. You go in Olam Haba. Anything you do here on this earth,
You take it with you.
you're now and that's it. You can. There's no backseas after that. As long as you're here, you can change it still. Like you're saying, you can still do the dishes.
Exactly.
The second you go to sleep, now it's locked in. So it's locked into your.
So bottom line is, be present.
Yeah.
If you're angry, be present in your angry. If you're depressed, be present with your depression.
Okay, feel it.
That's already.
No, feel it. Meaning a lot. Well, what does it mean when people are not present in it? Like, for example, something that they're upset, sad about, whatever it is, right? They run away from the feeling of sadness. It's not always good. Sometimes you're supposed to feel the feeling of
I
sadness.
don't know if I will say if I would describe it as feel it, or I would say
Be
to a
present
person
in
feel
it,
it.
but it means you have to feel it.
I'm
though,
saying
so
be
it's-
present. When I say be present,
No, it was-
be why like you could be depressed, and you're gonna ask him like, what are you sad about? I'm like, I don't even know. I'm just sad. You're just not anywhere. You're not in your sadness. You're not in your happiness. You are not in your day to day. You are everywhere. Gather yourself and go somewhere. I mean, not physically, in your head.
Yeah. Don't wallow in it.
You know, I find it to myself that when my mind starts racing and it's have 100 different thoughts in my head, I can write 100 things from my head.
Because you
about
can only write
If
one
I
thing
can-
at a time.
No.
Yeah.
All of those 100 thoughts that are tracing are basically one or two, tops three things.
That's splitting out.
They're
like
just
branching.
keep racing and entangling and becoming 7 and 14 and 20 and 28.
Yeah.
They keep doubling itself because you have no clarity because you are not present.
Well, this is, it's funny because we're talking about simplicity, right? This is there's people that I what's the word? Like I counsel them, and they're having different things. Could be. Sometimes people come and ask me things about the business. What are you asking me about your business for?
That's the best answer for your business.
Here's my well, actually it's Choshen Mishpat turns out, but that's my business. It's not even about business knowledge, not business knowledge. I don't know the field the guy's in. More often than not, though, it's not about the knowledge of the field. More often than not, the guy has the he knows.
He knows his own answer.
Right, I'm not giving him no answers. Listen,
Just
on
bouncing
Rebbe's, on making Rebbe's copper springs or pipes or something. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know nothing about how these machines work and this and that and the other. I don't know about the costs. I don't know about the market. I don't know about how the economy affects copper. I don't none of this. But usually, all the problems he already knows what happens though. It's in a way the subconscious doesn't want you to deal with it. So it's doing what you're saying. It keeps making it more and more and more. And it's no, but this, but that, but that. Usually the answer is really all I was doing was asking questions. And then when you would answer a question, I would put it in a box. Okay, so we've established this. Okay, so we've established
like with the
this.
Shabbos. Like the Shabbos with Mashva.
Yeah.
With the catering.
Yeah. Okay. This is now. This thing is taking care of itself now. Okay. Now how about the rooms? But I'm not thinking about the rides and the rooms. And even it's the whole thing. It's really generally very simple. So you have fine. So I said okay. So after he told me this, now I have no idea what I'll tell you another story similar to it. Was the guy who came to Rabbi Jacobson who was supposed to be teaching Rabbi Vyshetsky. It's Mandy Minsky's grandfather.
Yeah.
He said, he's supposed to teach him English because he was supposed to help people. He just said, I don't know English. I don't watch. So the guy comes and he says he wants a divorce. You want a divorce? Why? And the guy's talking half an hour, 45 minutes. Okay. He turns to her. You want a divorce? She goes, yeah, why? Yeah. And she goes, because he doesn't listen to me. All right, 45 minutes.
The guy didn't listen either.
45 minutes. No, 45 minutes. No, and he's what's it called? And then at the end, he looks at them both and he goes, for this divorce? And they looked at each other like, he's right. And they walked out. And by the way, I don't know how long, but anyways, Rabbi Vyshetsky said, what did they say? He says, I don't know. Anyways, same thing. I think I know what he's talking about in his business. So I said, okay, so based on what we just said, you have how many options? Basically, it's how many options? Three options. 1, 2, 3. And he told me this option, which I didn't know what's one, what's it. So
okay, you already know which one.
Okay, what's the pros and cons? So he said, to this option, really, like, tell me this. Let's pick this one. Is that you can go? He goes, yeah. I mean, it's infeasible. This one. He goes, no, I can't really find. So I said, then that's not an option. So now you have to. And then that was it. He said, you're brilliant. Who knew you knew so much?
Brilliant.
Who knew?
He actually probably said it's brilliant.
He said, who knew? And they told me, who knew you knew so much about copper piping or something or whatever. Springs. Nice. I think it was, I don't know what it was, springs or something. I don't know, some manufacturing.
I said copper. He said something else.
No, something manufacturing.
I actually had a very,
springs,
very fun story.
Coils.
I have a very fun story about these situations. I had a boss in about 2019 in Brooklyn. His name is Ari Fixler. He works Borough Park Signs.
Yeah.
And I used to install awnings, storefronts,
like those,
a lot of stuff.
Those things, yeah.
And every time I had a question, like bumps in this thing, what should I do? How should I, customize stuff around? He used to listen to my question and say no. Like I finished my question and he said no.
Right. So what do you think?
And then I go like, okay, so I could do it like that and that and that. And he's like, and it's gonna work. I'm like, yes. Like, So you have the answer. So what do you need
So
me
what are you
for?
sitting here?
So what do you need me for?
So go install it.
Go do it.
Right, but a
It's
lot
on the
of,
same concept. Sometimes
but-
you just need to
Right.
talk to someone.
no, but it's
to
but
be,
why?
to
But
be
why?
a bouncing board.
But why? Why? Because it's the same thing. Because the thing has gotten complex, and the answer almost always lies in the sim. So now you've talked it out. Okay,
It's not-
okay, I know what the thing is. It's simple.
It's not,
Only what?
it's not-
Only what? I'm thinking there's a different way, and maybe there's a third way, and maybe
it's
there's
not-
a fourth way.
It's not about
And what
complex.
would he do
It's
with
not
it?
about complex.
It's usually complex.
It's not. It's about. We'll go back to this basic statement of faith, belief.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are so not sure of yourself that you need a final stamp from someone else.
Yeah, you
have
think
the
you think you
answers.
need. You think you need a
Yeah,
stamp.
whatever. This is the you have
Yeah.
you have the answers. You have everything, but you need somebody else to tell you kosher.
Yeah. Yofa Marta.
Good gazoo. Go for it. And then you you know like suddenly once somebody tells you I believe in you, you can do it.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're getting grabbed and all the problems that you had disappeared because why? Because you know how to deal with it. You got it. Go for it.
It's the same thing. What happens when you're not believing in yourself and you don't accept your answer? You complicate it almost always.
Sure, but what simplifies it? Somebody
Faith.
believing in you.
Faith
You believing in
simplifies.
yourself. You believe in.
That's why it's called simple faith, right? Simple faith.
Remember on Shabbos, we learned about the. On Shabbos, we learned the Torah about the if somebody lost an aveda, right?
Yeah, he lost something.
You lost
yeah.
something, and then you need to go to the tzaddik to find you.
Right,
what
you go to the
lost.
tzaddik to
But
find
then
you
at some
lost.
point, he said you need to go to the chacham to see if you can recognize your aveda,
Right.
right?
Because how you know it when you see it.
Right.
And the tzaddik, the reason he could do it is because he already found what he
You
lost.
need somebody else to believe in you to be able to find out that what
Yeah.
you lost.
Well, you need to believe in yourself, but in order to believe in yourself, you need somebody. That's the whole thing, right? In order, why can the tzaddik help
Remember,
you?
it was all a circle.
Wait, but why can the tzaddik help you? Because he already found his aveda.
Right. But why do you need to stop at the chacham for a minute and then go back to the tzaddik? Remember the lashon?
Yeah, because he helps you
was
see
it?
it.
Re kaf pei kaf
Kuf Nun.
kaf pei
Kuf. Okay.
kuf pei chet kuf ayin kaf pei vav. Am I wrong? Oh, kaf pei chet. No, I'm not. Right, you see? אך הצדיק אינו משיב לו אבדה, one second. על כן, צריך
Yeah.
לבוא לחכם, לבקש ולהכיר אבדתו, ולשוב ולקבלה אצלו. אך הצדיק אינו משיב לו אבדה, see, you stopped in the חכם
Yeah.
for a second,
Yeah.
and then you're jumping right back to the tzaddik. Why?
No.
Because sometimes you need the chacham to believe in you, so you could recognize your own stuff. It's all
Right. It's like we were saying, where you had the answer, but you can't see that you
you
have the
can
answer.
see it yourself, but you need somebody else to
Right.
believe in you to
It
find
takes
it.
a chacham to bring it out.
And
of
then
you.
once you went to the chacham, now you could see that you're not a
Now you
Ramai.
can see. Yeah. And now you can get from the tzaddik your aveda.
Okay, this is all different stuff.
Anyway, but now what are we? Kuf Nun Hey. Let's
Nun
get
Hey,
what are we talking about here?
Where were we holding?
What are we holding?
Um,
Well, let's quickly just to recap the basic ideas here.
we were talking about,
talking
that
about that-
sadness is a very bad
Yeah.
manners.
Yeah, sadness of bad.
And this
yeah.
is the reason. And the reason that person that doesn't go to the tzaddik and daven and doesn't daven properly is because
He's
sadness,
sad and lazy.
laziness, and heaviness. We had three
Yeah.
lashonos, right?
Yeah,
And it's because of the lack of emunah.
right.
Like a
He
little
doesn't
chip
have
in there,
enough
you know?
imuna. Yeah,
It doesn't have a complete emunah.
yeah.
He has enough. It just
It's
doesn't have it
lacking.
complete.
It's lacking. Lacking
Yeah.
means it's not enough. It needs more.
He has it all. It's just in two pieces. You know, you have one in here and one in there, and it's not.
Yeah,
emunah,
but
it's not
chesar
sheva.
means missing actually.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
Why?
chaser means it means there's something missing. It's not just a crack. It means just a chunk missing.
Right, but the chunk
Chassid.
does. But you still have the chunk.
Yeah,
By you.
yeah, but it's in a
It's-
Ziploc bag.
Sure, but on you.
Yeah.
You have it.
But
Point
it's-
is
but
that you
it's-
have all.
but
You have
there's
it
a
all.
hole. There's
You
a
have
hole
all.
in it.
You have it all. You
Yeah.
just need to complete it.
Yeah.
Right? Because the chasar and you have one from one side you have chasar and emunah, and the other side you have an emunah shleima, a complete one.
Complete one, yeah.
It means that it's just a broken thing, and now we completed it.
Now you're right. You take your Pfeffer at the back. Remember, like the tefillin.
Right.
The tefillin is
Pfeffer,
Pfeffer.
yeah.
That's Pfeffer is with the cheres,
You
like
paid
it's missing a
attention.
piece. Yeah.
People wish they know what's going on in our heads. and the main thing that you're confused, basically, you want to do that? I should.
Yes, let's go. Let's do it very fast, right? So because if he had emunah, then he would know that Hashem's listening. If Hashem's listening, he would daven.
And it's the same thing
Right,
with,
and
with,
you're
with the
done.
land of Chita.
Yeah. And why? Because the main problem is because of lack in emunah. Right. For example, if you put wheat in the ground and it's a bad ground, it's not going to grow the same. The emunah is the clay
So if you have
of
good,
the
if
ground.
you have
of the
good
ground.
soil, if you have good emunah,
Right.
then
it's gonna grow.
then
Yeah.
you as a person you're going to
Yeah.
grow properly because
Right.
you're going to be able to
Right.
nothing is going to bother you if you
Right.
if you are good, if your emunah is
Just,
good.
just like that wheat that's in a good ground, that when the wind comes, it won't uproot
Nothing.
it.
So if you have a good emunah, nothing is going to bother you. You're going to go in avodas Hashem. Going to go with your
Right.
business. You won't. People like whispering on you. You won't bother you.
Right. Nothing can move you because you're in a solid
Yes.
emunah, But if you have a chesar in emunah, then you're that power
You're
of
rotten-
growth
you're
is
rotten
it's right
yourself.
and it becomes rotten. And when you become rotten, what happens? You can blow away easily.
And now you
Right.
fight it with patience.
With patience, yeah.
Why?
Play with patience.
Because when erech hapayim,
Right.
right? It's the midah of patience.
Yeah.
We're skipping a lot of stuff because
Well, we didn't
just
skip
to-
it, we just summarized it.
summarizing it because
We did it last
patience-
time.
Because the opposite, what is the opposite of patience? Charonaf.
Right.
Charonaf is avodah zarah. So when you,
Right.
if you
That's
are
why
not,
anger.
if you are rotting away, you're getting into
Right.
depression. Depression leads to anger.
Right.
And if you're angry, you're mamash avodah zarah.
Right.
And
yeah,
what's the
serving
opposite of
idols.
avodah zarah?
It's the serving
Emunah.
Hashem. Emunah. serving
Amunah.
idols, right.
And what is the opposite of erech hapayim, of patience?
It's anger.
Anger.
Yeah.
So in order to get out of the anger, you need to have
Patience.
patience. And once you're doing patience,
You'll have emunah.
you already are abolishing avodah zarah in the world.
Right.
And
And
you're
automatically
getting
it's
emunah.
going to
Because the
increase
average-
your emunah. It's
because
going
it-
to
because it-
complete
yes.
your emunah.
but the biggest thing is that any moment that you are patient, you have a mitzvah
Right.
of bi'arta hara mikrebecha.
Yeah.
Right? Of abolishing avodah zarah.
Basically, and any moment you're patient, you've done the mitzvah of abolishing idol worship.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? Just by being
by being
patient. Whoa. I want to be patient. Does it work?
I want to be patient now.
It's not funny because
No, you have to wait for
because-
patience. I don't
because-
want to wait for patience. I
because-
want patience
because
now.
what was happening to Moshe Rabbeinu when he was standing on our Sinai? And not on our Sinai, on our when he was looking onto Eretz Yisrael.
No, on
Oh,
not
no.
her. It was the other
Tavo?
one, yeah.
No.
I think yeah, he was just doing it. He was just doing it this week and last week.
Right. Here. He's talking about it. ועיקר גודל ההשתוקקות וההתלהבות של משה רבנו שלום, שהיה מתלהב לארץ ישראל כל כך, היה
He
רק
was
בשביל
so
המידה הזאת של
excited
ארחות
to have
הפיים.
for Eretz Yisrael.
He had so impatient to Eretz Yisrael. Why? Because he knew in Eretz Yisrael there is the patience.
It's patience. So he wanted the patience now.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Yeah. It's no joke,
It's
right?
not
Like
a
it says,
joke.
Vayimahir Moshe, Vayikadesh Dachi. He hurried. He had no
up.
patience.
Why?
He hurried up and
Why?
he bowed
Because-
down to the
And
ground.
it says in the pasuk, they say, okay, let's go back to where
Let's go
we
to
were.
where we
Ready?
were, yeah.
שכל זה הוא בחינת ערך אפיים, בחינת אמונה, בחינת כוח הגודל וכוח הצומח. אוקיי, ודע
And no.
שערך אפיים תלוי בארץ ישראל.
Right. So
The
the patience.
patient is depending
So this
on
is
Eretz
where
Yisrael.
Eretz Yisrael comes in, because up until now we've been speaking about patience
Patience,
and we've been speaking about emunah,
אמונה.
but now comes in
Eretz Yisrael.
why the land of Israel has to do
So
it.
now you should know that the patience is depending on ארץ ישראל.
Yeah.
כי שם זוכים לבחינת ערך אפיים. Because in ארץ ישראל,
We merit.
you
to,
merit to the patience.
patience.
כי ארץ ישראל הוא בחינת אמונה.
Yeah, it's
Because
Israel
that's,
is
אמונה.
is
How do you
Emunah.
know that it says in the pasuk, in תהילים, כמו שכתוב, שכון ארץ וראה אמונה.
Yeah, dwell in the land.
Dwell in the land and graze.
Graze
faith.
Emunah, yeah, faith. Yeah.
That's the pasuk. כמו שאמרו, and it brings another marker from the Gemara. Rabbi Nachman likes to brings usually two proofs for each thing. One from the Talmud and one from the Psukim.
Yeah, from the Tanakh, yeah.
Not always, but it's not a rule of thumb. But he likes to do that a lot to bring not just one.
To bring a Tesha B'Shabbat Shabbat and Shabbat yeah.
כל הדור בארץ ישראל דומה כמי שלא יש לו אלוקה. Whoever.
So whoever lives in Eretz Yisrael is
like
similar
he
to
has a
somebody
God.
who has a God.
That means what is having a God? He has a munah.
I was just talking about this with on a family group today. About in terms of that you have a lot of times people they come from Eretz Yisrael and they come here. And it's much harder because in Eretz Yisrael, whether you like it or not, there's a natural connection to God in the land of Israel.
You know, there's a Shabbos.
Yeah.
Comes the Shkia. Even if you live in Tel Aviv, there's a different feeling. Something in the land.
But even on the weekdays, when you're Eretz Yisrael, it's different. It's the land. The land itself is a connection to God. Like the very land, the physical land. Yeah, Hashem's eyes are on it from the beginning of the end of it. Yeah.
נמצא.
Yes, it comes out.
שארץ ישראל הוא בחינת אמונה.
Yeah, Eretz Yisrael is faith.
אין יצרך אפיים, אין אמונה, right?
Yeah, and it's a patience.
ועל ידי אמונה זוכים לבחינת אריכות אפיים, as you said before, כנ"ל.
Right, if you have faith, then you'll have
So if
patience.
Eretz Israel is emuna from the second, the first proof was also
So it
about
says,
emuna,
yeah,
and the second proof is also about emuna.
yeah.
And he says here that before we explained that emuna is patience,
Right.
right? אריכות אפיים. דהיינו, שלא יוכל לבלבלו שום מונע ובלבול מעבודתו כנ"ל.
Right, nothing can confuse
If you
him,
have
and nothing can hold him.
patience, if you have Eretz Israel, emuna, and patience, nothing can confuse you.
Because you're not
Because
you're
you're
not you're not in a panic to do something.
Yeah.
Right.
נמצא שעיקר עבודת איש הישראלי זוכים על ידי ארץ ישראל, שהוא בחינת אמונה.
So the main service
That
of a Jewish person,
is
he merits through Eretz
Eretz
Yisrael.
Now it doesn't say about living
Sure,
there, just
well,
שהוא בחינת אמונה.
it doesn't say.
There is a level of אמונה. One second. בחינת עריכת אפיים. בחינת כוח הגודל וכוח הצומח.
Patience, which is the power of growth and the power of
Right.
getting big and growing.
And you can even see it from the last pasuk, שכון ארץ וראה אמונה.
Graze means
Graze on the land, on the eretz.
Yeah.
So it's
that's what's feeding.
it's
Yeah.
the emuna. It's even it's
feeding,
all part
it's-
of the
and
of the
it's
strings
growing,
of the
it's
כוח
like food.
הצומח וכוח הגודל, like
Yeah.
the whatever, yeah. שעל ידי זה זוכים להתחזק בעבודתו. Through the energy of growth and an energy of כוח הגודל וכוח, how do you say it?
Growing of a means of growing, and you see in American it doesn't work so much, but it's the power of growing and the power of being bigger.
The power of planting and the power of growing.
Meaning, because tzamech also means like the blooming,
Right. Okay.
growing and blooming, you could say.
The power of sprouting is of sprout.
Meaning godel.
The power of
meaning
sprout.
meaning
the power
godel.
of
Godel
sprout
is
and the
is
power of growing.
gidul is just size.
The power
Tzmicha
of sprouting.
is also in quality.
The power of sprouting and the power of growing.
Yeah.
I think.
Could say sprouting.
ולבלי להסתכל על שום מונע ומעכב ומבלבל שאי אפשר לזכות לעבודת השם באמת, כי אם על ידי זה וכנ"ל. ועיקר גודל ההשתוקקות וההתלהבות של משה רבנו.
So 1 second. Right, so he can.
So when you are so rooted in a good ground of
nothing,
emunah,
nothing can move him.
and
Nothing
patience,
can push him
nothing
off the way.
Nothing can make
like
you
you said
off.
before, by the wheat in the good ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now he's going ahead, ועיקר גודל ההשתוקקות וההתלהבות של משה רבנו עליו השלום, שהיה מתלהב לארץ ישראל כל כך, and the main sizable passion and yearning and excitement of Moshe Rabbeinu to go to Eretz Israel,
Right.
that he davened ve'eschanon. How many?
Right. Was why?
How many daven? How many? There was a pasuk, whatever.
Right. How many tefillahs he
There
said?
is why? מחמת היה בשביל מידה הזאת של אריכות אפיים.
Just to get
Just to
patience.
get patience, to get, because he saw that in only in Eretz Israel, this is a Rashi
It's
actually
gonna
says
be
in
this
the
patience,
pasuk,
yeah.
מחמת שראה ששם בארץ ישראל זוכים לבחינת ערך אפיים.
Yeah.
He saw only in Eretz Israel, he
That
can
they can
merit
get this
ערך אפיים.
patience.
וזה שאמרו רבותינו ז"ל, וימהר משה ויקוד ארצה וישתחו.
Right, he hurried and he bowed down to the ground.
מה
and he
ראה?
Bowed down.
הגמור ask, מה ראה? ערך אפיים ראה.
Right, he saw patience.
He
That's
saw
what he
patience. What he saw patience? What did he do when he saw patience? Rushed. I want that.
Because he wasn't in Eretz Yisrael yet.
Where did I sign up for that?
Because he wasn't in Eretz Yisrael yet. He wasn't
That's
in
it.
the patience yet. He was only rushing to the patience.
Yes,
Once he got to the patience, he would have had the patience.
but he
and
never
it
got
was
into
done.
there.
He never got to the patience.
This is all different story. I
'Cause he
think
was
we learned
rushing.
about it on Shabbos, right? The Mashver gave a shir about it.
Yeah.
Why did Moshe Rabbeinu didn't go to Eretz Yisrael to stay with the Maimon from the thing?
Yeah, what was
Because the
what
Mate
was the-
Midbo like would ask him like, you left them by themselves, like
No,
what
like,
did
you're
you,
right,
you
you-
left
you're
your
right.
people by
right,
themselves?
right. The whole thing was he was
Alright.
he was their shepherd. No, now you left them and you came.
You left them and you came here,
Yeah.
right? This is the Maimon
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah.
the part of the skip.
Part
or
of
part
it
of
was,
the skip?
no, I was. I
It
think
was the part of the
I
skip.
think it was in the first one. Likutei
Friday?
The short one. It was the short
Right,
piece
right,
that he
right.
had from Likutei. It was in the middle pages.
In the middle pages. It took you a second. You got over it?
No, I knew what you were saying, but my brain was in the middle of a different thing, so I had to finish that thought first before I can come back to that
Because you can skip the middle pages.
Because I don't skip the middle pages. Yeah, exactly.
היינו כנ"ל, מחמת שראה בחינת ערך אפיים שהוא תלוי בארץ ישראל כנ"ל, על כן ויקוד ארצה שהיה ליבו בוער לארץ ישראל כדי לזכות לערך אפיים. So, when he saw the patience that Eretz Israel has, that it depends, that having patience, it depends on going into Eretz Israel.
Yeah, so then
he bowed
Bowed down
down
to
and
the
his
ground.
heart got so inflamed
yeah.
to go to Eretz Israel,
Why? So he should be able to have
to
patience. Just.
able to merit a little bit of
Patience, yeah.
patience. Look at what patience can do. A coffee in the morning, you know.
No, waiting for your coffee.
Go ahead.
Not the coffee. It's waiting for the coffee.
This why you go to sleep, so
No,
you don't have
this
to
is-
wait for it.
No, the important thing about the coffee is when you're waiting for it for just dripping, drip, 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 drip.
Oh,
the
yeah.
pot. The main thing isn't the coffee. The main thing is the waiting for the coffee.
By the way, people who don't have a hot water consistently from a hot water urn, I switched probably 7 years ago, to a stovetop urn. It whistles when it's done. You know how great it is?
Yeah. See, it's funny.
You know,
that-
otherwise you press the button,
Yeah.
and then you're not going to stand around and wait, right?
Well,
And then you get busy. By the time you come back, it's already half full. So you press it again.
it clicked.
and then you walk
already,
away.
And then walked right.
So you end up boiling your hot water for coffee like 3 times.
Doesn't have any
For
bacteria
me-
by that time, no.
For me, it's whistles.
There's no bacteria at least.
For me, it's whistles. I know.
Yeah.
Time to make coffee.
But the main thing is the waiting. Well, you know, there's
drip,
Ryan Kagan from the Kollel here. So he told me by I forget if it was in Mir or in one Litvish yeshiva. So there was always a debate when you're mishing the coffee. Was it in order to mix it, or it was for the mishing alain? Like that was the Indian. Same thing. Like you're waiting for the coffee, or you're waiting for the coffee. The main thing is you're waiting.
Right.
And since you
Anyway,
need something to wait for, you make the coffee.
now Reb Nachman brings here a nice chiddush.
Yeah.
After you finish that, וזה שאומרו שם, in the Gemara,
Right. That's what it says. Yeah.
אחד
Chad
אומר,
one says
אמסרו,
he saw.
like,
she
you
saw
had one
children.
says, מה ראה ערך אפיים.
Right. What did he see? He saw
ואחד
patience.
אומר,
One
אמסרו.
said- He saw truth.
It's not truth. Now, this is, I'm pretty sure it's Rabbi Nachman saying it. מה רומר חודה ומה רומר חודה ולא יפליגי.
Meaning the one who said this and the one who said that, they weren't arguing with each other.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure-
thing.
I'm pretty
The
sure-
same thing they were
I'm pretty
saying.
sure it's not part of the Gemara. I'm pretty sure it's Rabbi Nachman's חידוש, the devil לא יפליגי.
Right.
Why? כי ארץ ישראל לבחינת סמס, כמבואר במוקם אחר.
Right.
במוקם אחר, it doesn't bring you where, but I think it's a different place in Likutei Moharan.
Emes me'eretz titzmach.
Right? It brings it in the pasuk, right? We brought it here.
Maybe not in this table, I don't think. And we did bring it in a different one. Too.
Right. הוא מעסיק שם בגמור, שמע מינו ערך אפיים רע. כי עיקר הוא בחינת ערך אפיים כאן, וצריך כל אדם לבקש מהשם יתברך שיהיה לו כיסופים וגעגועים לארץ ישראל. See, it doesn't say that.
So meaning, even though it's true, he saw truth and he saw patience, and they're essentially the same thing.
But the
main part, as far as our Aveda is concerned, as far as our service is concerned, is the patience. So
but now you see, it doesn't say that everybody needs to be in Eretz Israel.
Yeah.
But the same way, in order for you to have patience, you need to work on your emunah. And in order for you to have emunah, you need to work on Eretz Israel. In order for you to have Eretz Israel, you need to work on your patience.
Yeah.
It's a one cycle that you can enter it at any moment, and it's going to affect
from any place. It's a circle.
It's a circle that you can just
right
push in.
It's like the dancing circle. That you
can push in at any point.
You enter at any point, and you're part of the circle now.
Yes. But it says that every person שיהיה לו כיסופים וגעגועים לארץ ישראל, וגם שיהיה געגועים לכל הצדיקים לארץ ישראל.
You'll never hear anybody complain in the circle when they're dancing. So
like,
say like, wait, why is he in front of the circle and I'm in the back of the circle? That's a circle. It doesn't make that.
Exactly. But the main thing he says here, that the main thing about Eretz Israel is the kisufim and the ga'guim Eretz Israel. It's
so
already
the yearning and the
וגם שיהיה געגועים לכל הצדיקים לארץ ישראל. Also, all the tzadikim should have a yearning to Israel. והוא סגילה להכעס ולעצבות. The yearning.
You know what kisufim is? Pining.
Pining?
It's like yearning, but like almost like to the soul going out. It's
right.
Like it's even stronger than yearning. Yeah.
והוא סגולה להכעס ולעצבות. What? Is
this is a good solution.
The yearning to Eretz Israel is
a good solution for anger and for sadness.
כי כל הכועס כאילו עובד עקום. אבל ארץ ישראל,
anybody who is angry, it's like he is serving idols. But Eretz Israel is faith.
So when you're focusing in your head about emunah, it's the opposite.
So you're automatically pushing away the idol worship. Automatically.
And you're abolishing it. Just by thinking about Eretz Israel, you're abolishing Eretz Israel. Again, another solution that abolishes Eretz Israel.
Right.
Patient, that it's Eretz Israel, basically.
Even Tel Aviv. Even if you think about Tel Aviv, it's Eretz Israel.
In the Pride Month.
Yeah. Tel Aviv, ya habibi.
But we say it's not another thing that abolishes Eretz Israel. Eretz Israel is patience.
Right. Yeah. It is.
And emunah.
Yeah.
And emunah is patience.
Yeah.
It's all one big.
Look how patiently Eretz Yisrael is waiting for us, thousands of years.
I'm telling you, אבל ארץ ישראל הוא בחינת אמונה, בחינת ערך אפיים, הפך הכעס, like.
Eretz Yisrael is the faith, and it's patience, which is the opposite of anger.
וזה שקודם קריאת שמע, שהוא אמונת הייחוד.
Right, so before saying
Krishma in the ברכת השמע,
right?
אנו מבקשים, והוא יולכנו, קויממיוס לארצנו. Wow,
before
we doing Yichud Hashem Yisborach,
before we were unifying Hashem's name,
we are yearning and missing Eretz Israel.
Right.
And through this, we can get to
God,
the
and He should bring us to our land.
And through this, of your yearning to the land of Israel,
so that's why we say before this,
you're getting into Emunah. So you, once you have Emunah, I know Kriyat Shema, Emunah. So through yearning to Israel, you can approach the Shema.
Which Shema is Emunah.
Which is so. In order to get Emunah, you need to
have
Eretz Israel.
Which is
back and back and back and back. And we'll be back.
That's it. Have a great.
Thank you.
I was going to say have a great day, but in these parts.
Yeah, how do you know when they're going to listen?
Not so much day anymore. That's true. Okay.